we all want to enjoy those golden years without stressing about money, right? Like
Yeah,
actually make our retirement savings last, as long as we do.
definitely.
Especially if you've already got the basics down.
Yeah.
So today we're deep diving into how uh, combining Social Security with annuities
Hmm.
can give you that steady income no matter what the market's doing,
Hmm.
kind of a safety net.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
We're using Social Security and annuities, a retirement income strategy from Diversified Insurance Brokers for this one.
Okay.
Now, you probably already know Social Security is a big part of retirement,
Uh,
but this report really digs into how adding annuities to the mix
right.
can really, really change the game.
Yeah, it's interesting.
One thing that jumped out at me was how much they emphasize having uh, a guaranteed income stream in retirement.
Yeah.
Like it's not just about how much you've saved,
Hmm.
but about making sure that money keeps coming in every month, every year,
Every month. Yeah.
no matter what, even if you live to be 100.
Exactly, exactly. And that's something a lot of people, I think, don't really focus on enough. They're
Yeah.
so focused on saving enough,
Right.
but they don't necessarily think about how that's actually going to translate into reliable income later on.
Yeah, so how important is that guaranteed income idea?
It's huge. It's about peace of mind, It's about not having to worry about running out of money, even if you live a long, long life. Social Security provides a foundation, but let's be real, it's often not enough to cover all your expenses, and that's where annuities can really shine.
Okay.
So they can bridge that gap by providing that predictable, steady stream of income that works alongside your Social Security.
That makes a lot of sense. Now, the report mentions fixed index annuities.
Yeah,
Those sound little technical.
a little bit, yeah.
Can you break those down for us?
Sure, sure. So think of fixed annuities like a really safe and predictable investment. It's like a CD on steroids. Your money grows at a fixed rate. So you
Okay.
know exactly what you're going to get. Now, fixed index annuities are a little different.
Okay.
They're linked to a specific market index, like the S&P 500.
Right.
So you have the potential to earn more if the market does well,
Okay.
but you're also protected from losses if the market takes a dive.
So it's kind of like a best of both worlds situation.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
Okay. So how do you choose between the two?
It really comes down to, your individual needs and how much risk you're comfortable with.
Right. Right.
If you value predictability and stability above all else, then a fixed annuity might be the way to go.
Okay.
But if you're willing to take on a bit more risk for the potential of higher returns, then a fixed indexed annuity could be a better fit.
It's like choosing between, like a cozy cabin in the woods and a thrilling mountain climb.
I like that analogy.
You know. Okay. Now the report also mentions some tax advantages
Right.
to combining Social Security with annuities.
Yes.
But then it gets into, this jargon about provisional income and AGI.
Oh, yeah, the tax stuff can be a little confusing.
Yeah. So could you unpack that a little bit?
Yeah, yeah. So provisional income, it's basically a way for the IRS to figure out how much of your Social Security benefits they're going to tax.
Okay.
They look at all your income sources, including some of your Social Security.
Yeah.
And if it's above a certain limit, then part of your Social Security becomes taxable.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, and AGI, or adjusted gross income, that's just your total income minus certain deductions.
So provisional income uses AGI to figure out if your Social Security gets taxed.
Exactly. It's all connected.
Wow.
But the good news is that by being strategic about how you take your withdrawals, you can actually minimize the taxes you pay on both your Social Security and your annuity payouts.
Oh, okay. So like what are some examples of that?
Well, for example, if you withdraw money from a Roth IRA, where you already paid taxes on the contributions, that can lower your taxable income and potentially reduce how much of your Social Security benefits get taxed. You can also take advantage of tax-free annuity distributions, which can further reduce your tax burden.
So it's all about being smart and strategic about it.
Exactly, exactly.
Okay. Now I was really interested in the part about protecting your spouse financially,
Yeah, spousal income security is so important.
especially if something happens to, the higher earner.
Absolutely, absolutely.
How do annuities help with that?
Well, there are a couple of ways. First, there are joint life annuities.
Okay.
These are designed to continue paying income as long as either spouse is alive.
So even if one spouse passes away.
Even if one spouse passes away, the surviving spouse will still receive those regular payments.
Got it.
And then there are spousal continuation riders.
Okay.
These are added to certain annuities to guarantee that the surviving spouse continues to receive payments after the other spouse dies.
Okay, so it's like a safety net.
Exactly. It provides a sense of security and helps alleviate financial worries during a difficult time.
And that peace of mind is really invaluable, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, the report really focuses on making sure you don't run out of money in retirement. But I'm kind of curious.
Yeah.
What if you used this steady income, this guaranteed income,
Right.
to actually fund your dreams,
Like, what do you mean?
like traveling the world or starting that business you've always dreamed of,
Oh, I see what you're saying.
or even just finally pursuing that passion project you had to put on hold?
That's a really interesting way to look at it.
Right.
Yeah, instead of just focusing on survival,
Yeah.
you can actually use this guaranteed income to thrive.
Exactly.
I like that a lot.
It's something to think about,
It is. It is. Food for thought, for sure.
as you're exploring these options.
Absolutely.
So, yeah,
Lots to consider.
definitely.
But it's exciting stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, retirement can be a really great time if you plan for it, right?
it can be.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, thanks for having me on.
Of course. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Me too.
Take care.
You